So this is where I get my inspiration from. It's walking along my local country lanes. I live in a beautiful part of the world in Berkhamsted in Hertfordshire in England. And just walking along looking at the cow pasture in the fields, it's all inspiration, the shapes of the seed heads, the trees, the greenery, the different colours you find in the hedgerows. And as you look at the cow pasture, it's beautiful. But like in the seeds and the daisies, it all comes together in my head. People always ask me how I get my ideas. It's just walking out and seeing nature. It's beautiful. Colour is so important, and people should not be afraid to clash colours. As I said here, look at that. It just makes your mouth water. Look at colours everywhere, give you inspiration. That pop of colour just makes all the difference. Don't be worried about clashing colours. I always say don't be scared of clashing colours. Obviously some people like subtle colours, but me, I'm bold. And looking at this, to me these colours are just amazing. And as you can see, I like my fruit. And I just love the colours. It just is beautiful. So colours are inspiration, as you can see here. The shapes of heads as well from plants give you ideas for shapes for how you're sewing. And then the colour again, you know, the vivid colours, the shapes of plants inspire me. Just simple little posies, little seed heads, and they're again clashing colours, but it doesn't matter, you know, it's just very simple. And it gives you all ideas. And I always say photograph these things. If you see them, photograph them and use them as a diary for when you want to produce a piece of work. And see, as I sort of sitting finishing this, you can see all the colours I use from the inspiration. The flowers, the clashing colours, the brightness, the boldness, and the beautiful coloured yarns, which just are lush. I love coloured yarns. And they give you ideas as well. And the colours, you should see, colour's so important, and texture and building up different layers and using paint and thread and fabric is, you shouldn't ever be scared. And if it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. Just have a go again. But just, you know, colour is everywhere. Just look around you, you'll see it everywhere. And, you know, these yarns are just incredible, the colours, and it just inspires you. And just not being afraid, I can't say that enough. Don't be afraid to try different colours, different shapes. Just experiment, just go wild, just have some freedom. Look at those colours. So here I am sort of working on another piece of work. And I cut out everything by hand. It's very, very time consuming, but I love it. It's the way I work. It's very slow. And I paint, as you can see, all the flowers that I've cut out there are all hand painted, and I've cut them out. Like the butterflies are embroidered and I cut them out. So the owl I've got, so everything's got to be embroidered. Everything's got to be stuck down and sewn down. So it's a very time consuming piece, this. I sort of do a big piece like this and little smaller pieces of work. And as you can see, I painted flowers onto the fabric there, which I'm cutting out and placing. And then I'll embroider over them. People think, well, why do that? But it just gives it more texture and it just brings the whole picture to life. At the moment, it's flat. And once you've embroidered it and given it, you know, sewn it all together, it just brings, it makes it pop, it brings it all to life. And it takes a time to do. It can take me, you know, a couple of months to sew a piece like this, 3 months, 2 months. Depending. I haven't even got stucking it down yet, and I'll take a picture to remember I put the pieces. And here's like just simple bold pieces of fabric. This is for a wash bag that I'm making for myself, and I've painted it with fabric paint on a piece of linen, and I just embroidered over in the details. You can't really see it in that light, I'm afraid, but it's just showing you about inspiration, not being scared of colours, not being scared of experimenting. And here's, you know, total opposite. I did a small piece on a black piece of linen and a tiny, tiny stitches, as you can see. And, you know, took me a long time, that tiny little piece of work. It's just tiny little, tiny stitches. And I just wanted to try something different, but I gave it a tiny pop with that colour. So enjoy. I hope you get